Okay. It's Soulframe time. Okay. Where have we left off from last time? So, we are about to begin our journey on doing all of the bosses. Again. Rotationally. Which will be great. So we're going to start off with the Wazard, and then we're going to work our way up. Which will be fantastic. Alright. So, Wazard time. And you are just there. Alright. I'm going to try not to bullet jump. Of course. I refilled my water bottle. I needed to. Yay. How have you been going with your, run, Helix? Damn, this thing's got armor. Okay. So I'm running a shoulder O'Shielder at the moment. Soulsbane. Okay. It's been good. No luck getting the Fang to drop, but getting Dwellian leveled. I believe I've actually already got Dwellian. I haven't leveled it just yet, because I'm still keen to use this Erst Root Staff, which is really pretty. Very cool. I really like this staff. It's phenomenal. Especially with all the totems that I was able to put into it yesterday. The attack speed's awesome. Oh no! We've got a doggo. Alright. So, Phantom Flock still does the, damn it, I should have pulled the, okay, so you do pull the soul from the dog, but it doesn't give you the activated rune. That is unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm just going to change one setting. I'm noticing that the look sensitivity needs to shift up a little bit. Alright. Let's see how we go there. Alright, that's better. Awesome. Almost a one-hit wonder. And then I think for... Oh, also, yesterday, Helix, I did the Abyss Stitching. I used 2 of the items to bestitch the helm to raise the bond with Verminia, and it ended up sending her off on a quest, on a fable. It's pretty quick, but it was worth doing because it gives you a free color palette. Alright, magic against magic. Let's see how we go, Wazard. Oh wow, he can chain pull you. That's cool. No. Alright, I still don't understand the mechanic of these enemies glowing red. What does that mean? Does that mean their armor is broken? I'd really like an extra soul to pull, so at least I can activate the rune. I got the quest by crafting the colors too. Yeah, it was really nice. Alright. Wazard. Where you at, bud? Of course you're behind me. Alright. Hopefully don't miss. There we go. That's good. Wow, the stagger totem on top of the damage output is really good. And the passive of Shelter stuns him as well. That's awesome. Alright, Wazid. There you are. Mage Wars. Dark Wizard Gang. I quite like his corrupt magic too. It's very good. There we go. So you can throw back at him, so that's good. Okay, so we can knock you out of heavy attack stance. Alright. Bye, Wazid. Alright. So I haven't got Thrice Browned? Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, wait, what did we just get? I heard something click-clink. Alright, I'm just going to go up to... What? Glades of Andoran. Oh, that's nice. So they've changed that over. That's nice. Cool. So that means it's going underneath the world. That's a really nice change. A Thaves. So... Where is our little Nimrod? He's over here. Alright, so I'm going to go head to Nimrod, and hopefully he gifts me the melee rune. And that will make the 3 runes complete. And then I will most likely switch over to Bromius Pact, and then start using the Bone Marrow, like mallet thing. I know it's a longsword, but... Is there not an animal nearby? Oh wait, that's just avocado. Oh no. I didn't mean to enter that. Oh, that's cool. Oh wait. I don't want to go the Fable Glades. Not yet. I want to do my boss rotations. Alright, anyway. I need you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your patronage. Take some lightning damage, and thank you very much for your extra soul. Let's regenerate that rune. Dope. So the chain lightning does switch over to a new enemy. That's very cool. You didn't like my tantrum lightning, did you? I love this rune. It's incredible. Ah, it's Frank. Hey, Frank. Alright. Bye, Frank. Alright. I don't really want to do the Glades just yet. Because I want to go get Nimrod. Speaking of, I've only got 1 Cloud Coil left. I probably could purchase some new ones from Avocad, but... Ooh. There are some souls. Okay, good. So these guys are super resistant to magic. This is good to know. Excuse me, sir. You want to play Knifey Spoony, huh? Oh man, I want to capture the soul. I bet she was going to resurrect me and then hit me. That's going to suck. Alright, at least that was a crowned purple. I knew that was going to happen. Please don't hit me. There we go. Any more souls? Negatory. Alright. I'll go up and hit up Nimrod. And then Fabled Glades. Is that just the name of the quest? Or the bounty, rather. I'll leave that until last. But it may actually just say, you're leaving this area. It's like, yes, I am. I think this may have been the area where the world map was broken, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it was. So it's been fixed. That's cool. That's not what I want. I want Nimrod, which is there. So it's directly behind me. And I can't wait to get to that castle. Hopefully Marta becomes our best mate, and she's like, hey, jump in my Dorito ship. Let's go and see the castle and meet Synod. I feel like he'll be quite a strong boss as well. All because he received the Empress from us. So technically, the Envoy is a traitor to both Alcar and the Synod and Sinecure. As far as my understanding goes of the story so far. And look, we've got lots of enemies to test our new weapon on. Yeah, okay, so you do surrender if you get past a certain point. That's good to know. Tantrum lightning, and lots of it. Give me a soul again. Please. Alright, maybe not. Sure will be. Oh, it's Frank again. Hey, bud. The yielding. Okay. There's a plenty over there, plenty over here. Nimrod's over there. Awesome. I need more of the, not the Queen's Folly, but Synod's Maiden, I believe it's called. And I need to go pick up some of those, June's mushrooms. So many shrooms. Alright. Hello, my friend, Mr. Nimrod. You know what's really cool? This. Alright. I really hope that you give me what I need, my friend. I would love this new rune. Okay, so the staff definitely seems like it's only giving out 1 damage per tick, which is a shame. I was hoping that was going to be fixed with a hotfix. Oh man, okay. I'm just gonna have to do this for a while. Alright, so heavy attacks definitely do a normal amount of damage. But unfortunately, the base damage attack does 1 tick per hit, as do the Phantom block. Good to know, though. Ah, you're joking. Come on, little Fluppet. We can do this. Max speed. Jesus. Why is it so far away? Can I please have your rune? I would love that, actually. Pretty please. Damn it. Alright. Apparently you don't like me. That's a shame. I think... Alternatively, I'm going to switch over to the Bromius Pact. Synod's Bell. Oh, did I get another one? Hey, Tuvalkane.
Yes, I know. How can I do better?
By being positive. Synod's Barbell. Bell Jar. So that takes a 1 day. So I've got the Arbearer's Braze, Mask, and the Mockery. Death Route. I shall claim you. Alright. So what else are we missing? Wazard's Wish. I can forge you now. That is fantastic. So Synod's Bell, Wazard's Wish. Fantastic. The Mockery Ilk. I did not get any of those from the last fight. And the Witan, I'm still looking for that one. Dire Skull, we do have one, and Dwellian we've built. Right. I'm having the worst time keeping my head up. Oh, tree. Well, maybe you should sleep. Sleep would probably be ideal. I know it's really, like, not great time for everyone else in the world for the time frames that I'm on, but I would honestly go and get a good night's sleep if you ask me. King Savage, 876 Gamings. What bosses have you got left? I've just gotten through Nimrod. I'm just switching over to the Bromius Pact and just a bit of my setup. I'm going to start running the Marrow's Bane, or I could probably do the Blitzel Bow. I was very lucky and I acquired and was able to max out the Alka's Breath rune. So, I was using the Ursaroot staff, but for some reason its damage output against Nimrod is 1 tick per hit rather than a normal rotation of damage. So I'm gonna play around with this one. So 10, 15, 10. So that's range, courage. So Bromius I've already maxed out as well. Bit of an interesting pack to play with. But oh, it did maintain the thread on that. So now my my helm of Mr. Mendicant King looks like the bucket hat. But I've got the Orb Mother Spider. I've just gone through the Wazard and the Nimrod. So Helix, I think, was keen to join for the thrice bound Impid, which I'm totally fine for. And then I'll go do Kambucha. I call him that, but it's Kabucha. He looks like a very cool boss as well. I think what I'm going to do, though, I know it's not ideal and whatever it means, but what I want to do is change this helm back to what I want it to look like, which is the Mendicant King's helm, basically. And it doesn't give me the option to do that. It just gives me options to shift the helm. So I don't know how to get rid of that. You can change it to anything else you want, but it doesn't give me the option to reset the actual helm itself back to its original state. So unfortunately, I look like I've got a bucket hat forever. Yeah, we can definitely do a squatter. That's not a problem. Barely keep my eyes open. Almost fell asleep at my keyboard. Helix, it sounds like you definitely need to go to bed, my dear. Definitely go to bed. If you're not keeping your eyes open, your brain needs sleep. That is for sure. But King Savage, yeah, we can definitely roll out for the rest of the rotation of the bosses. I'm just going to grab this. And where are we now? So I'm going to go do Fort Kernhold next. So if you want to add me in game, if you don't have me already, it's the same name there. You don't have to worry about the hashtag and the numbers, but just add me in game and just let me know in chat when you're ready, and I'll pull you into the instance, and we can run this siege as well. I am curious though to see how I can like restitch this helm to make it look like the Mendicant King's helm again. I'm a little bit... It still has the stats of the helm, but just like the look of it. I just wanted to do the testing on it to see what it would look like, but it looks like it's now almost permanent. So I want to see if I can change that around again. All right. Let's do a little bit of fun, shall we? Alright, range on Bromius definitely works well. Awesome. The ass stomp works very well. And thank you very much for your soul. And I'll take yours too. Awesome. So we've got a super enhanced rune and hail of arrows. So the more souls you pull in, the more it refreshes the timer and adds more time. That's very nice. Super ascension into the heavens. Okay, Breath of Alka's rune is out of this world, literally. I've just added the IGN into the chat there for you. It's the same name as the alias that I use. SmoothOpurrator. All right, so we got souls. Awesome. Where are you going? Alright, soul mode still pulls the tree, or compresses the trees. Interesting, okay. And the really cool thing about some of these new totems is that you can add a slow to your hail of arrows, which is uber effective against these guys. It basically freezes them in stasis. It's great. And all for a nice 6 seconds. Smooth, is the update out for you? Indeed it is, Dishonored, yes. I was doing a Warframe stream before. But I'm choosing to do a little bit more Soulframe now because the update for Soulframe came out. These souls are stuck. Alright, so they're not going to spawn. The Warframe update's fantastic in my opinion. King, you sent me an invite? Right. Or friendship request. Gotcha. Thank God you've got the same name. That makes it so much easier. Awesome. I'll just pull you into the instance now. But yeah, Dishonored, the update's really good. How have you been finding it? It's really, really good. I think I may switch back to Warframe after Soulframe. I've already done a Soulframe stream, Warframe, and now I'm back on Soulframe. So I may do another Warframe one. I've already got Noko and all of his kit. He's very good. I really enjoy him. Very, very good, like, controller of environments as well. Ah, that's fair enough. That's all good. All of the lives and stuff are in the live playlist anyway, so whatever you guys want to watch, your own leisure. I do understand, you know, life happens outside of stream life as well, so... Okay, that romp stomp is very good. Not gonna lie. Alright, Anara. That's a new name. I'll take that soul from you, and I will hail some heavenly bolts down on you. And freeze you. And I'll take your soul too. I love this refresh timer. This is insane. Very cool. You can literally like stack your damage and then just completely headshot them and almost kill her. That's amazing. There you go. That is very strong. I find it fascinating when people said to me, bows aren't really that strong anymore. Oh, I disagree. Very much so. Alright, I'm going to take these archers out because they're a pain to deal with. Alright, that's 2. That's 3. Yo. Thank you very much. Alright. Toshtan. It's your turn, my dear. Get ready to be stun locked. King, if you don't run away from her, that'd be handy. I've got enhanced rune, so keeping her in one area would be helpful. Pretty please. Because otherwise, yeah, she'll do that to you. I did ETA yesterday morning. It was the worst ETA I've ever witnessed. Unveiled a Haruto ribbon somehow, and I have a new broken primary to play with now. Coda Base Assist. Coda Base Assist is exceptional. I was using that one today as well myself. I think I've got a ribbon for it. I'm not too sure. Alright. There's our lady done. What else have we got? All the archers are done. Cool. Wait, no they're not. There we go. Alright. That ladder should be able to come down. Entree. But the base assist is very good. I really enjoy that weapon. I actually switched over to the Stephalos, Citrine's one, before. And I just ran a few of the runs of the Undervalis. It was very good. Yeah. Oh, I love how Avocot's just like, hey, just hanging out. What's up, bud?
Time to ward her out, you big legs. Don't get those kickers in the twist.
All right. Excuse-moi. Knock, knock. All right. Bust through any time. Malrog. That romp stop is absolutely amazing. All right. He's turned into a giant pin cushion. Okay. We go get fire. And burn him. Okay. There we go. That is that one done. So, that's Fort Kernhold. Now, we're going to go up to the thrice-bound Impedy. Or however you pronounce his name. Helix, if you're still hanging around, if you have the energy to do the Impedy, it is not a must. I would prefer you go and have sleep. If you're falling asleep already at the PC. That is not ideal. Alright. I would like to understand, though, how to restitch this helm back to the original form, though. I'm not gonna lie. And looking at this mountain, I literally just had a, like, thought, I wish I could, like, transmog myself into, like, a hawk and fly over this mountain. Am I going the right way? I am. Great. Cool. Cool. Pathway over here. And then Impedy should be just over the other side. But yeah, Dishonored, how have you been finding the bounties and Noko? Have you tried Noko yet yourself, or any feedback on that? Alright. Let's go to Impedy, shall we? Hey, bud. Do you feel like getting stun locked? Or completely frozen, if you prefer. Damn, okay. Stolten. That's new. Any more armor? Unfortunate. Alright, so what do we got? Stolten. What are you? Ah. Right, it's the actual weapon he uses. A cut and rusted sword from an era long forgotten, Stolten, the ancient armor of a fallen mockery. The steel blade was fractured in some unremembered battle, then filed flat in falchion style. The wooden hilt has rotted and dried, near petrified, but the glowing runes seemingly etched anew into well-settled rust. Cool. I really wish I got some more of the mockery ilk, though. But that's okay. Hello, Patricia. The deer. A female deer. You're a nice little green crowned. Alright. Impedy, you are done. Now we're going to head northwest, and we are going to go visit my personal favorite, Cam Butcher. Oh, there's a chest here. Okay. Wonderful. And we have yet another key. There is a lot of sinecure around here. So what's this? Dermac Undercity. Okay, that's cool. Actually, before... Wait. Yeah, we can go to Kombucha, and then there's another boss that we can go do as well. The Nell Knight. He's actually pretty fun. All of the bosses are, to be honest. But there is another one that I've been trying to find, is the Gruel Seeker, or whatever he's called. Hey, little Cabbage Patch Kids. So they must silence you. Alright. Let's see how we go with this. Do you also like being stun-locked? Apparently so. And that's enough damage banked up, and I missed. There we go. So 3 hails of arrows generally does quite a lot of damage. There we go. What do we receive from you, my friend? Apart from your children getting angry. Nuts. None of the Arbora? Oh, there we go. Arbora's Pauncher. Oh man, you need 4 fragments of that? Alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's head straight north, and that will be to the Galvanar Wastes. And what that will do will give us the Nell Knight, and then we can finish off with the Orb Mother, and then I believe that is the full rotation of the bosses for the next 3 hours. Squirrel. Oh, this is a super rare one. Damn it. I didn't get the full one, but that's okay. So this one should be a gold one. It is, great. Oh, great. And that's for a magic. And that's a gold totem. Excellent. Nell Knight, Gruel Seeker is northeast. I have mines up so we can switch host. Ah, awesome. Thank you. Great. Okay, no worries. I'm really hoping that the... what does the Nell Knight drop exactly? Because I haven't had any drops from him, I don't think. I'm kind of hoping he drops one of the... or the melee rune. I don't know if they're specific to every single boss, but I'm really hoping that it drops from the this particular boss. Because he is pretty fun. Nell drops were 10. Okay.
Bring it closer. My sight isn't what it was, you know?
Alright. We've got our friend all the way down there. I'm going to see if I can snipe his friend out there. One less friend. Excellent. Nope. Alright, that's 2 down. Alright, Nell Knight does sense you from quite far away. Cool. I mean, you can cheese it if you really want to, but what's the fun in that? Hey, bud. Okay, I forgot that he does that. Okay, Rump Stomp does quite a good amount of damage on him too. And so does a Soul Steal. Wow. Okay. Nell Knight down. So, Bog and Myrtle, that generally seems to be the one that I get. And then, so northeast, I would assume that the other dude is up there, yeah? So let's go get the Spider Mom, because she's much closer. This looks tough. Which? Like the game, or just it looks really good? Because it is a really good game. We're gonna go see Spider Mom. I have a feeling some of the corrupted plants are around this area. The Jade something. I do not remember exactly what they're called. Oh, this is the other mini boss as well. The Banneret. Gruul is around? Where I marked. Oh, so he's all the way up there. Jeez, okay. Alright. Alright, we'll take on Estella, because she's an absolute easy boss to take down. And great. We can now completely annihilate all of you. And thank you very much for your soul. Thank you very much again. Awesome. So that's 4 big AoEs. So you just keep that going and she'll basically die. Cool. That is phenomenal. I love the Alka's Breath. That's very good. Alright. Solace, that's done. And then we'll go into the Spider Mom. And then I guess we can run all the way up to the Gruul Seeker. But welcome in, James W.T. Locks. That's a very cool name. It's not essentially tough. Not as much as what it was before the hotfix that was dropped in, I believe, this morning. We had no armor access at all in the game, so basically we were getting one shot by every single enemy that we came across. So it's a little bit better now. And the good thing is with some of the new items that are in the game, like the Totems, the one that I've got reduces armor, but also creates a slow on these enemies. So it is very strong in taking her out. Because she can be quite a painful boss. Unfortunate, she only drops the Vidigerous for me. Necrosis, I see you joining squad. Hello. So, what we'll do is run all the way northwest to the Gruul Seeker, because I had no idea that he was all the way up there. It's a real shame, though, that we don't have a fast travel within Soulframe just yet. Even the Soul Gates would be quite good. Hey, where'd you guys come from? Get back in your little grove. Cabbage Patch Kids. Who knew? Alright. So, we're going to run all the way up there. It would be ideal to switch to Orangor, but I honestly ICBF. But that's okay. But I hope any of you in chat who do have Soulframe, I hope you're enjoying it. Anyone who's looking for codes, always a good idea to jump on like Reddit, Facebook. Some streamers will have extra keys their cohort will give them. I have obtained like 3 or 4 codes, but because it's connected to my main account, I can't actually access them unless I create like 4 extra accounts and then do it that way, which unfortunately sucks. So I think, yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 since I've watched every dev stream of the Soulframe streams, but the good thing is that they're doing them pretty much once a week. So if you sign yourself up to soulframe.com, make your account, connect your Twitch account, and then you should be able to claim your own code as well. And I would highly recommend doing so. Excuse me. Because it is a very good game. It's pre-alpha. It's not open to everyone just yet. It's still like a testing ground, so to speak, but it's a live test, which is great. So I've been able to play it since Preludes at 8, I think. So I've seen, you know, 3 to 4 iterations of it now. So we're up to Preludes 11, which is fantastic in my opinion. There's a few bits and pieces that have gone a bit wonky, but that's to be expected. So overall, the experience has been phenomenal. But yeah, I really wish these Soul Gates, that's what I've dubbed them anyway, I really wish these respawn points were able to be used as a teleporter. Or even like the world trees as well. You know, give the world tree like a flower or something, and it can teleport you a certain amount of distance. I think that would be quite useful. Thank you very much. I will take your soul. Ah, sorry, I'm just trying to shoot you in the face. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's see. Is this Moon's Watch? It looks like it. Wow, one shot disintegration. Oh. Alright, hail of arrows. Let's go ham. Dude, the range on this thing is insane. I will take your soul. Thank you very much. Give me something at least. There we go. And the fact that the hail of arrows slows everyone basically to a complete standstill is phenomenal. I'll take your soul too. Phenomenal. Okay. Is this Moon's Watch? It is. Phenomenal. Yeah, so the more souls that you draw into the rune, the longer timer you've got. That is a very good mechanic. I am glad. Okay, Gruel Seeker. You are well out of the way here, my friend. I really hope that he drops a lot more stuff than any of the other bosses do, if that's the case. Or at least a very good item. What have we got? Oh look, we got little Grove Cabbage Patch Kids. Just having a run through the water. Keeping hydrated, I see. Alright, so I'm just gonna roll out of my way. I'll take all of your souls and blast you all into oblivion. Oh, that disintegration animation is fantastic. My gosh. The team have done an exceptional job with this update. Like, very good. Very happy SmoothOpurrator. Wonderful. Alright. I'm getting over the hill, guys. Literally. And even more map to cover. Alright. I'm assuming he's over here. Yeah, okay. Cool. I mean, I could have brought Odiak and Ode Tempest, but that just kind of feels like it's a bit of a cheat sheet. So that's him there. Cool. Oh no, even further. My lord, why did they put him so far away? Love this. Thank you. Lots of smite. Awesome. Let's keep that going, guys. You guys are real team players. Especially today. You're gonna disintegrate out of my life. My words today are great. What's in here? I am curious. Another dungeon. So what is this down? Dermak? Glades of Enderin. Okay. Nice to have that. Great. Here where I am. I am on my way. I'm just doing exploration at the moment. Just picking up some new areas of the map. I'll have to go explore that too. Just where you are, King, just to kind of see what it's like. But I'll come and do the boss with you as well. So what's this? Fire fungus. Okay. And then I guess what we can do, jump back into the Nightfold. I'll leave the squad. And then if you set yourself up in your instance, and then we can just do the opposite run of what we've just done. Excusez-moi. Okay. Thank you. So if you don't have the rune equipped on Smite, you don't get that power up. That's a fair exchange. Alright. I am on my way. I promise. We get more flowers. Morning bell. They seem to be quite prevalent around most of the map. Okay. So. We're here. So this is the Gruel Seeker. He doesn't look like much. But, let's go sit on his face. Ah, Ruthos. Okay, so he's a pretty easy kill. If he doesn't teleport. Sneaky. I like it. Easy kill. So he gives you Grin. Is that it? I would like his armor. That would be quite nice. Alright. So, why would they put him all the way out here, though? What else have we got? There's a little beach area down here. I'm just going to quickly explore. It's been a very long time since I've been up this area. I do not bother coming up here much. But I'm going to probably visit up here once in a while. Alright, there's a little hut over there. I'm going to go check it out. Who's living by themselves all the way out in this picturesque world of Alka? I'm jealous. Ah. Hello. What? Okay. Do you have anything for me? Can I steal anything? They've actually got food and stuff on the table. That's cool. They've got an outhouse. That's great. Oh, look, they've got a little idol out here. That's nice. Hey, look, there's like a little violin thing. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, screenshots have been taken. There's proof. This is the other wedge of cheese. Oh my god, I found the cheese. All the way on the very eastern tip of the continent. Northeast, actually. But there's another one all the way out in the western continent too. Or part of it. Western area. Or coastline. That is dope. Okay. So, we've pretty much covered all of the bosses. So, King and Necrosis. If we're going to do the rotation next, King, if you want to pull me into your instance, I'm just going to go into the Nightfold, and then I'm going to disconnect from the group, and then I'll just go to Tubalcane.
The envoy nears.
Indeed.
Pray, we continue after.
Alright, I think that's pretty much everything that I can make at the moment. Stolton. Alright, so you need 2 fragments. The Mockery Binds, I need 1 more. Mockery Ilk, I need 1 more. I think... Am I making these? No. Oh, I've already made them. The Mockery Death Trout. Deathrot. Douthrot. Alright, so that's done. But the Arbiter's Pauncher, I love that armor. I think I've got to get a lot more fragments for it though. Yes, we shall connect. And hopefully the instance stays stable. Meow. Oh, you have to relog? Alright, well, what I'll do... I'll jump out of your instance again. It's no surprise, though, that the relogging needs to happen, though, which is fine.
Got a job for you, Legster.
Do you, Avocot? Alright. Odin Bisulcum. Alright, I may have to relog too, because my graphics have been a bit funky.
The envoy. It brings us a neighbor.
So reset that,
Then
but
tell it we are busy.
I want to know how to reset the helm back to its original form. Can I, like, pick it apart? Or is there, like, another way to do that? Because I don't want the bucket helmet anymore. So, maybe you've got to do it through your inventory. Weapon capacity, that. Alright, King, I'll re-put myself back in the instance in a moment. I'm just going to check out if there's a way that I can restitch this. Mendicant King. Yeah. How do I unstitch this? I'll work it out later. But I hope that we can unstitch it. Or at least just say, like, no more need for pretty threads. I don't really mind that I put a couple of those into testing it. So I'm not super fussed on the transmog, to be honest. I'm just happy to wear the pieces of armor, in all honesty. Alright. Oh, Romp Stomp. You are unforgiving. Alright, so you definitely give Grin. And is that all that he gives? Interesting enough. So what have we got? There's Mirror Fure. Have you guys been up to the castle that's northeast from here? What else have we got here? Skelfies is on the way. And then... Oh, you've been there, Necrosis? Is there anything of interest there, or no? Okay, so there's nothing there. Alright. Good to know. Thank you. Nelly Knock. There should be that entrance to the dungeon just there too. Alright, so there's nothing that one. Alright, so I guess we could probably run back to... There is another place just over here that's got some runes as well. So let's run back there. Yeah, and then we can go to the Nell Knight. I just want to double check a few bits and pieces around the map. Just while we're up here, might as well. So that's the big northern castle. I hope, perhaps, we'll be able to have the opportunity to get a few more, like NPCs in the game that hang out at these points of interest. I think that would be quite nice. Maybe even, like, Grandpapa can show up and be like, yo, I'm still alive. It's like, what are you, like 80,000 years old? But what's up? It'd be cool if he could teach us more about being an envoy. Part of like a story concept. That's my head anyway, of how I think about it. I would definitely like to build more of like a bond with Grandpapa, being like the master, like, envoy, basically. Teaching us his ways. I think that would be very cool. I would hope that that's in alignment with the story. If that is where it's going as well. Alright, so we got that one there. Cool, so straight ahead. Alright, so it just looks like it's mostly a beach area. But then it's up on the hill in those evergreens. Alright. There's nothing much on the coastline, which is completely fine. Alright. What is here? Because there's lots of enemies around. Yo. There's a lot of enemies here. Holy shit. Come on, friends. Alright. There's a lot of assassins here. Wow. Alright. Blessing and carnage. Let's rumble. One. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Alright. 1 soul, 2 soul, 3 soul. And 4 soul. Disintegration and Ascension. It is the most satisfying rune in this game at the moment. Even without playing... Oh, look, there's Frank and Patricia. The ducks. Or geese. That is the most satisfying rune so far for me. I mean, I do love the mage one, but until Everroot Staff gets a little bit more of a mini glow up. Yo, Necrosis, your kit looks so good. The yellow looks awesome on the fur too, with the Garen Reed pants. Very nice. I'm using the butcher's handle thing. That's dope. Yeah, that's sick fashion, dude. Love that. There we go. Very nice. Hey Frank, come back. Can I capture you? Damn it. I do like the fact that the geese just run around like bang, bang, bang. It's like, okay. So what's this? Oh, okay, another morning bell. Wonderful. Alright, and Nimrod is more active again. That's good. Alright. Nell Knight, is it? Bring it on. Galvanar Wastes. This place is very cool. I really like the corrupt areas, to be honest. Soulsbane. Okay. Hello, friends. Almost a one-shot. Alright, so that's Watan done. See, this sort of corrupt magic is cool. I wish that we got access to it. It's more like obsidian kind of liquid. And it does do pretty good. Okay, so it doesn't do damage, it just knocks you back. I just had an idea about the packs as well, of like adding a corrupted jewel or something to them, like in the hand, that allows you to put corrupt magic on them. So like a corrupted version instead of the base one. Alenaro, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you for doing that. I hope you're enjoying your visual enticement here. How are you? Teshin of Soulframe? Who, me? If I'm the teacher, I'm going to bring out a very good compendium of information on how to do exactly everything that you need to. The English low? Ah, that's okay. And you're new to Twitch? That's okay. You're welcome here. Grandfar. Oh, yeah. Grandfar as a Teshin character would be phenomenal. Stein. There we are, my dear. Rest well. What video cartridge needs for Soulframe? That's a very good question, because it doesn't need a cartridge to play. It is a downloadable content, which you can access by watching dev streams from the Soulframe Twitch channel. If you go and check out soulframe.com, add yourself onto Discord of the Soulframe Discord, and they will run an event which allows you to watch on Twitch for up to 30 minutes or 15 minutes, and you can claim a code, and then you can go to soulframe.com, create an account, and then you can claim your code from Twitch, and then you can go and create yourself a redeem of the code, and then you can play Soulframe. Etheldred. Discord. You don't have to have Discord, no, but it is useful to have the Discord channel, because that is where a lot of the notifications go to. And generally a lot of the patch notes as well. Please give me something rare, my dear. Oh, look. She's just a ball. Alright, so she does give you vetch. And she's about to go roly-poly down the hill. Bye, Etheldred. We'll love you for another 3 hours. Alright. That one is done. You're very welcome. I hope that information helps you find Soulframe and a code. But the best way to do it, to get a code, is to watch a dev stream with Sarah and the devs team. They play those walkthroughs of Soulframe. I believe it's once a week on a Thursday. Alright. Where are we headed to now, my friends? Yes. Kombucha. My favorite in all of the Soulframe bosses. You watch? Okay. Yeah. They're very good. Sarah does a very good explanation of Soulframe, as she is the community director of Soulframe. Offline. I watched 2 girls too, offline. Interesting. Alright. We will go to Mr. Kombucha. Yeah, she's the community director of Soulframe. But yeah, voice director would be good. If you mean big director by like CEO, that would be Steven.
That smell. Bring it closer. My sight isn't what it was, you know?
Alright. I'm slightly going past the glade here. Alright. Kombucha. Where are you? There you are, friend. Kabocha. I really want to hit his bell. I love how he just stomps his feet in a tantrum. That's awesome. Arbearer's Mask. Oh man. I wish I got the actual armor piece instead. I've already got the mask. Alright. We'll go do the Impedy. You're very welcome. Part of my role as a streamer is to share information and help you guys get access to what you need. I do have the Arborist helmet though. But I'm really curious though. I really want to see if I can restitch this helm so it can get back to its original form. And I'm just wondering how we can do that. Because I'm sure I did 2 stitches yesterday. I did the one to change it to the bucket helm. And then I swear I did another one to restitch it back to its original form. I'll take your soul. Or maybe not. Can I take yours instead? Yes, I can. And I'll steal yours again. And you will be incinerated into nothing. Dude. These runes are just another level of fun. These are great. The totems are very good too. The speed, the armor reduction. I haven't played a lot with like the kick mechanics though. The only thing I have done is the Ode Tempest, which has been very cool because at least its grapple hook works now. And it is quite fun too. I love doing this boss though with this particular setup because it just completely freezes them. So if we just max out his entire armor bar, I'm going to see if I get the headshot on him. So we're pretty close. So that's... Oh man, it just went off. Damn it. Alright, he's pretty much dead. So that's a lot of damage stacked up. Awesome. Can I please have all the other parts that I don't have yet? I love you, RNG. Stolton. Awesome, okay. We can go build that. Any mockery armor by any chance? Nope. Okay. TS? How am I finding the game? Welcome, firstly. Secondly, I'm absolutely loving it. The fact that we have armor back in the game is great. I think I gave a bit of an unfair analysis of the Bromius Pact initially, but now it's absolutely fun. It's very, very cool. Alright, so we got 23 hours on the Stolton's on its way. I've got a few other weapons I can play around with too, but I can level those at another stage. What's this? So this is a Courage Blade. Right. Glorious Dwellian. Alright, what I might do is switch that over to a Spirit Dagger, to be honest. I wish I could rush it, but I used all my premium currency, which is an unfortunate turn of events. It was actually worth it though. Alright, so how many fragments do I need? One more of that, one more of those. I would love it if those Mockery Binds and the Mockery Ilk just dropped both at once, and then I got like 3 fragments of this particular armor and then I'm done. If it weren't for Brokey armor points, Bromius would do a lot of damage. Well, armor's back in the game, so it's definitely like smashing an absolute ton of damage out, which is phenomenal. Alright, Fort Kernhold. Let's go. Over the hill and far away, Fort Kernhold is where I want to play. I'm finding the armor fragments and river pearls hard to get. River pearls generally are around for the starter area. Usually around from like Carlisle to like the west coast, around this area. You should find quite a lot of riverbeds and everything, and water. So that's where most of the river pearls are. One of my biggest things is, depending on where you're at in your Soulframe journey as an envoy, utilize soul mode a lot. It really, really helps. Especially visually seeing like elements of like flowers and materials that you may have missed. Just use press and hold soul mode. It's very, very useful mechanic. And I really do hope that Soulframe, like the team at Soulframe, I really hope that they give like a really good explanation on the reasoning behind what Soulframe is in regards to like the soul mode and the soul steel, or soul sight rather, because it is a very integral mechanic to finding stuff in the game. And a lot of the time people say, oh, I don't know how to use this mechanic, or what is that? It's not very well explained to start with. So I really hope in time they can add a lot more value behind what soul mode is and what it does for the envoy, because it's very integral to the soul steel as well. So, but visually, you press and hold, you can see other envoys as well, which is really, really nice. Can I please have a soul? Thank you. Excuse me. I really like these mages in game too. They're very cool. Panctamon. Thank you very much for your soul, my dear. This hail of arrows is sensational. The game support gamepad. I'm not sure what that is, but no. At the moment, it is purely on PC. There hasn't really been talk of any sort of cross-platform or anything as of yet. That may happen in time, but currently, at present, it is only a PC platform game only. Not to say that it can't happen eventually. Alright, we'll get rid of these archers because they're an absolute pain. I wish I could steal your soul from here. That'd be amazing. Alright, there's that one. Alright, there's these guys. Where's that other archer? There you are. And there's another one behind us as well. Oh man. Where are you? Sneaky. Ah. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Cool. Archers down. Sweet as. Awesome. Yeah. Mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Oh, gamepad. You mean controller? Yeah, it does have controller. If you wish to. Xbox joypad, most likely. As long as it's being run on the PC, it should be fun. Alright. Let's rumble. Oh, I need that soul. Well, I don't need it, but I'm gonna steal it anyway. And that one too. Malrog. How are you, friend? Excuse me, sir. That's a bit rude. Alright. Malrog. Do svidanya. But aiming horrible on an Xbox? Oh, I couldn't tell you that. I don't play on console. Well, that's not true. I do play like some games on, say, like Nintendo Switch. I do have quite a few friends who are on PS5. And I have told them about both Warframe and Soulframe. So they can play Warframe on PS5, but Soulframe they can't, unfortunately. Not quite yet, anyway. So eventually, I'm sure that that'll come to light, and we'll potentially see cross-platform happen for Soulframe once it's a lot more stable, I guess. So. Yeah, you can play on controller Elenari. Yeah, it does. It's got mouse and keyboard, but it also has controller. So yes, you can play on controller for sure. Extra death. Yo, that's the most amount of souls I've had in a very long time. I feel like I'm a soul reaper. It's great. The one thing I do find interesting about this rune as well is that it busts out the arcanic damage for a bow, which is really nice. So I have a feeling it'll synergize really well with a spirit bow. So I'm actually looking at converting Juniper to a spirit bow. And then seeing how much damage I can really pop out. Even more so than now. Of course you move. Hopefully there's iframes. Sweet God. Alright. Oh my God. Savagery. take that. And that. And that. Sweet. So, and so. I swear my computer is like stressing out slightly graphically. Alright. Wonderful on that one. Oh, yo. You've got the melee rune. That's dope. That's the only one I don't have. So I'm really, 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 really loving the game. So RNG will bless me with the very final rune. I'm hoping. From Nimrod. So yeah, Elenaro, the game does support controller use on PC, yes. It feels so much smoother, TAs, on the PS5 controller. That's good. Yeah, I mean, PlayStation makes some really good controllers. I mean, they've been around since I've been a kid, so that'll give you a time frame of my level of life. But I actually started on like PS1, so and then the whole thing of like which one's better is like Xbox or okay, we've got an aerial attack coming in. All right, just gonna do that, dodge that, and that. Great. Indeed. Alright. You can all die. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. Into the heavens you all go. Hello, Nimrod. Alright. So. Let's ass stomp you. Let's get some armor. I'm gonna stagger you. And, rain hail of death on you. Apparently not. Apparently he can get out of that. And he's all the way over there? No. He can actually get out of that. Right. Okay. So that hail of arrows only does... it's the webbit roots. They're not doing that much damage to him. That's what it is. Alright. Let's let him refresh. And you know what? We can just say goodbye to everything that you've got. Alright, Nimmy. It's time. Oh man, I missed that. There we go. Ah. Alright, melee time. If I wasn't stun locked. Alright. Okay. Please give me the rune. Okay. That is a very difficult rune to get. Apparently the Alka's Breath was a hard one to get. Apparently not. Very tempered. Alright. So, we've done that. So now we're on our way to the Wizard. The Wheelie Wizard. It's all down to pure luck. Or like random number generation, which is extremely low on certain items in the game. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. I mean, I think I'm lucky enough that I got pretty much like 2 runes in one run. I think yesterday I got the Alka's Breath and the Arcstorm rune, so I'm very grateful to the game RNG that it actually gave me both runes pretty much in one run, or at least in the same day. It's a frame psych is gonna be luck. Yeah. I love how that enemy just completely catapulted right up into the sky. Without a doubt. It was aiming for the stars. But Necrosis, I assume that you've basically farmed everything that's needed so far. I still need to go get some of these blessed joineries, so at least I can switch up some of the alignments of virtues with some of the weapons. Squirrel. I always see them. I don't know why. And also Necrosis, I did put the screenshots from our squad run the other day as well. I just need the 3 machetes from Impety. Oh, so he's got 3 weapons. Wow. You'd think that it would drop at least 2 fragments per, like, run, considering it's like a 3-hour rotation on the timers. Alright. Where is Mr. Wazard? Are you guys enjoying the Bromius Pact, by the way, as well? What do you guys think, now that we've got armor in the game? How effective are you guys finding it? With, say, like, Courage attunement? I guess Spirit is relevant, but I mean, it depends on the duration of these abilities, which all seem quite instant, I would say. So I feel like Bromius's Pact basically would manage with good range and a healthy amount of courage, I would say. Strong, but I still like to get more Grace-based Pact. I don't disagree there. I think Grace definitely needs a bit of a glow up on in the scheme of things, you know? I think a lot of things are very heavy on Grace and Spirit. We got too many Courage based now. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be balanced out a little bit more. I'm still kind of like, should I add like something as a Courage, sorry, the Grace based attunement? For that being range, I find it a very interesting setup, I would say. Alright. Wraith of Wastes. Hello. I really do like the Wraith of the Wastes. He's pretty cool. But also, the Erst Root staff is very nice. So hopefully you guys have got access to that. I would have loved his armor, to be honest. Even like the robes. You want more blue? Blue is a really nice color. It's probably one of my favorite colors too. We've got Orangor, Courage, Bromius Courage, Tempest Courage, Tethrin Courage, Mora's Hand Courage. Indeed. See, I'm curious about the packs though too as well, because we used to be able to see the stats of them in like P9, I'm pretty sure. But now, like through the weapon UI basically, where we had access to like before these got popped back into the game. So now like we can't even see the actual stat spreads of what like the base foundational virtue is. Like, you just know that tethering is courage. You know that's spirit. You know that's grace. But where do you find, like, the actual stat spreads of them? Just hover over the weapons. Okay. Oh, I'm talking about the actual Pax Necrosis. I'm not talking about the actual stats of the weapons themselves, sorry. I'm talking about the actual packs had, say, like, courage, spirit, and spirit attunement. Has an innate 6 virtue. See, that's what I was thinking. So that one's courage. So realistically, you can only tell from the +6, really, can't you? Interesting. So that's been maxed. And then that. But yeah, Blitzel at the moment with courage has been extremely useful, especially with this Alka's Breath. I've built it into smite reduction with enemy armor by 25. I've also put the messenger in there, additional 1 in 13 smite chance. So with every hail of arrows I do, I get a lot more chances for smite, which is phenomenal, because that activates the Alka's Breath a lot more. I've been able to maximize this as well, and all of these totems. I probably could get some rat totems, which I do have. You can do +20 damage to an enemy nearby, but I find the arrow hail slowing movement for 8 seconds is ludicrous. It's very good. So you can get +3 physical armor. That's pretty cool. But also, on this rat, you can get a smite. 80 stagger 6 meters around the target. That would be really fun. So you could even drop the enemy armor for the stagger and still maintain that smite chance. I might actually play with that. But I'm hoping to get some more rats though. So wow, fully charged shots have 1 in 11 chance to smite. And that's not even leveled up yet. Oh, that one is. Right. So I can release that one. Okay. So 35 on smite. So that's yellow, yellow. So yellows are the best at the moment. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Additional smite chance. That's fine. I'm going to keep a few of these though. So what's that? Chance kick on smite, right? You gotta go find gold versions of the totems. Yeah, I will. The scavenger is definitely one that I want to try out because they look very good. I do like the maker though in the utility slot, and the squirrel as well. The messenger. Ducks are actually quite good. So yeah, I'll just keep all of these until... And yeah, like I've got like compatibility. It's crazy. I don't have any yellow rats yet, as far as I can tell. I do have one for the fly blades, which is more damage to enemies nearby. So I might even chuck that onto the probably the skilter. I lie. Nah, I will go skilter. Oh no, we've got the host migration. Damn it. Oh well. You've got full gold on melee totems. Yo, that'll be good. You gotta find gold. Indeed. The cleaver does humongous amount of damage though. It really does. I was playing around with the Mari the other day. It's very good. So I really want to figure out how I can unstitch this helm and switch it back to the original form of the bassinet of the Mendicant King. I would love to be able to. No, you can't change it in here. That's a real shame. Oh, wait. You can. What? Huh? Wait. So I bestitched that one. And that one. So I turned the bucket hat into that. So it just switches them, is that right? No, because that holds the stats. Yeah, so how do I release it back to its original form though? I just wanted to test it out with Verminia. I mean, there's not much of a difference between the statistics, but... Well, I mean, there is, but... Only by, like, 4. But I want to be able to... So if I put that one on... Then I can turn it back to what it was, right? And then... Alright, I'm going to try that. I don't care about the moon stitching stuff. I just want to reset them back to the way that they were.
Envoy, your aura is smelling rather drab today. N'est-ce pas?
Okay, so it doesn't give me the opportunity to do it. So I can just do per stitch. And you can only shift it to a different one altogether. Okay. Can I make any of these yet? Alright, I need 2 more Synod's Maiden. And 2... Well... I guess I can make Rhiannon. Which I think I will, because I quite like that color palette, because it's yellow. I think the Sigil can wait. And then Epona, I've got to figure out what Jaden drops are. That's the one. So... I'm going to waste another Moonsteel thread. I really want to switch this back to its original form. And I just don't know how to do that. So reset just resets all of your coloration. Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out. Unless there's no option to do that. Because there's a Moonsteel thread on this. This is the actual Bassinet King, but it looks like the bucket hat and vice versa. So yeah, there's only 4 difference between the stats, which is okay. But I mean, how do you unstitch it? Or like just say, I want to remove it. Because there looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 other helms in the game? Am I missing something? So if you tab that, House of Jatar. So how do you unstitch this? The compendium. Yeah, probably. It could be, yeah. What's this? Do we need to go buy a sewing kit? Weapon capacity cell. I mean, if anything, what I could do is just build another Mendicant King helm, I guess.
I know.
Like the Bassinet of the King. Which I guess I can. So at least that'll give me the original one back. So maybe bestitching doesn't have the opportunity to convert an item back to its original form yet. This is why I wanted to use it now. I don't mind the fact that I've used 2. But I just wonder if we do that again, will that give me a full level for Verminia or not? I'm just gonna do it. The essence and abilities of the armor will be retained, but appearance will change to helmless. Sure, let's do that. Alright, so it completely absorbs your Moonsteel thread, and she stays at level 2. At least I know that now.
Bye-bye.
I don't mind doing that. Because if you look, why are there 2 Mendicant King helmets and compendium? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like... In the compendium there was like another version of it. So maybe they're adding like another version, I guess. So, I mean, that's fine. I get the armor stats even with no helm on, so that's fine by me. But that helm looks pretty cool. And actually has a much higher status though. 7 physical stability and 0 magical, but that's alright. Cool. So that's the Arborer's helm. Yo, that's like super tank as hell. I can't wait to get the Arborer's armor, to be honest. But at least we know, like, at present, the Fire Steel... Sorry, the Moon Steel thread... it will permanently change it, but there's no way to undo it. Which they do say, but I would have liked to have known if there is an actual way to do that. But I don't really mind about the transmogrification, in all honesty. I've already blasted through all my premium currency as well. So, I really do not mind. And it's all to be tested anyway, I think. That is Gwillin, not the Earth route.
Fairly made, but quenched too soon.
Alright, so Mockery Binds, I've got to get. Arborer's Mask, I've already got heaps of. I've got to get the Mockery Ilk, and I've got those pans. Well, they're being built. And then this armor looks sensational. So what have we got? Sultan is on build. Watan, Basnets of the Mendicant King. So we'll reforge that. Some of the new weapons actual model doesn't really register correctly. Yeah. Let's go check out these new pants. Pantaloons. Alright, yeah, that's cool. I like these. So 3 physical, 3 magic reduction, and stability is 4. Nice. Alright. What chest armor should we chuck on? Garen Rude. I mean, that looks pretty chunky. I don't mind that at all. Even the Lady D's armor is actually pretty cool. I could do the Muffin Man. Ooh, that armor looks pretty cool. That's the Tethering Tunic. It drops the defense down quite a bit though. But granted though, Orangol's Cuirass gives you even more than the Mendicant King. I lie, it doesn't. It does give you more 6 stability, but more magic defense. Maybe Orangol is the way to go. Oh wow. You can put Arcstorm on Flyblades. You're joking. That's incredible. That is very cool. Okay. And I still need 20,000 points to maximize it. I am a-okay with that. Attack speed. Okay. Let's melt all of these down. Why have we got so many of these? Have I just caught like a whole bunch of them? Must have. Anyway. Let's see if we can get to 20,000. We're at 10. I want to max out this rune. I'll probably keep one iteration of this though. Beep, 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 beep. Very nice. And I need to go catch a whole bunch of gold animals, which I will do eventually. Alright, we'll just keep one more of those. Duck. And Stalwart. Okay. Little mousy mouse. Damage to nearby enemies. That'd actually work really well though. Because if this rune gives you 100% voltaic, like that lightning damage, and you can be adding even more damage to nearby enemies, that'd be a really good ability. Smite reduction. Let's have a look. On smite, 90 stagger from 6 meters around the target. That's actually useful as well. In that slot, anyway. So what have we got? Stability. Reflected while blocking. Parry window. Magic armor. Kick stagger. Physical armor. And stability. I'm alright with that just being what it is right now. Man, I need 5,000 more points. Alright. Whoops. Smite reduces enemy armor. So damage to nearby enemies. Stability. What other weapons do we have that have got... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's melt these down. This is very cool. Alright. Now I'll have a very powerful rune, I think. So it's 17,000. Alright, so that's 19. Are we gonna make it? Maybe. Yes, we are. Perfecto. Excellent. Alright. We will upgrade the Arcstorm. 20 grand. 125% voltaic for 60 seconds. So this goes on fly blades. As well as... What else? Of course, it's on the Odiac too. I've been trying that out. Like, that's insane. Gwillin, I believe it can go on too. Yeah. What other weapons then? But the Skilter is a flyblade. It's not a magic weapon. Anyway, I'm not going to question it. So Juniper Bow. I wish to make you a Spirit Bow. But for now, I'll just keep you and replicate your Blitzel build. Yeah, I definitely want to make that a Spirit Bow. So you've got Arcstorm too. Okay, good. So it does shift around to different weapon styles. So a sword and board, what do you get? That's a melee. I think I understand why it may go to the Skilter. Why is it going to the Skilter? Is it because it's like a thrown weapon, I guess? And they've got the melee as well. I guess that makes sense. My brain is special. Alright. Mary's Bane. I definitely want to play with that. So I need 20 courage. Let's have a look. I can't even get to 20 courage. Unless I drop that. Actually. Give that. So range is 10. Courage is 20. And then spirit. And then magic arts. What have we got? Couple charge. Increased damage on two-handed casts. Right. Heavy attacks charge more quickly. I'll take it. Swords. We've got 1 extra point. I don't need to use that. And short blades also 1 extra point. Bows. You're all good. Alright. Well, I'll probably prepare for tomorrow. So, we'll take the Mary's Bane for a whirl. Because I really like trying that. As far as the packs go, Bromius is still really fun. I'm going to try it out with the 40 armor that we've got at the moment. But I also want to play a little bit around with Mora's Hand and the Ode Tempest. Because the Ode Tempest seems to have a very cool new mechanic that I was testing out yesterday. The Gravitate. Sin Silk Thread, fly forth and strike to deal additional voltaic damage on the kick. So I'm going to keep that set up for tomorrow. Using the Mary's Bane. It's very fun. And then I can continue leveling these two. I still want to level the Earth Root, but its damage per tick is only doing like 1 hit, like 1 point, instead of the actual proper damage it should be doing. So hopefully that gets looked at. Hopefully. Alright, so I've got 12. Ah, right, the UI is still bugged. So 10, 10, 22. So this is the default build. Oat Tempest. Actually, I'll do Bromius for now. And then, what else have we got? We got the Dire Skull. Okay, so that gives you more grace. But you drop in Courage and Spirit, which is okay. Alright, let's put the Dire Skull on. And then what does that shift us to? We love the UI bugs. Alright, what's that? 12. That. And then 8, 10, and 20. Okay. Alright. That'll be fun. Alright, fam. I hope you've all enjoyed your Soulframe time here with me as well. I certainly have. But it is getting to that dinner time for me. So I'm probably going to wrap up stream here. And we'll continue the Soulframe stuff tomorrow morning, I believe. And I will switch between Warframe and Soulframe anyway. Because it's been extremely fun. There's a lot of content coming through, so I'm actually just going to do a fashion before I go. Actually, I've got to pat the dog before I go. Wolf. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Bon appetit. Ah, merci. Oh, a little handsome. Alright. I really hope that we get to feed that dog and it can glow up and just become like a werewolf for us. That'd be amazing. Okay. So reset this. So that's all the base colors there. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Right. The orange is nice. That's cool. Huh. The yellow is cool. Alright, we'll play with that. The royal blue is nice though too.
The puppets approve.
The puppets approve, of course they do. Thanks, Verminia. Cool. Alright. That doesn't seem to do much. Where's the main color? Is it the second? Okay, it's the second one. Yeah, the gold is pretty dope. What's that? So that's the plate mail. So that's fine. And that's green. I don't mind that. But I kind of like the black steel a bit more. And then, what's this one? Alright, that's the sash. Ah, the blue. That's nice. Okay. Maybe yellow? Why not? Or we could go green and do the yellow plate. And then just keep the steel helm steel.
Bring us back a morsel next time,
Interesting fashion so far.
Very dry.
But the Arangol tail, I want to see how I can change that though.
Aura is smelling rather drab today.
So is that one?
N'est-ce pas, puppets? Bring us back a
Okay, so it
morsel
is
next
that
time,
one. Good to know that.
Palette is so very dry.
Alright, so the green would suit better.
A morsel.
I'll do
A
that
snack?
and then just keep that yellow. Or blue. There we go.
Something I said.
Alright, the green on Arangol actually looks quite nice.
I know.
And then, let's have a look. That's the smaller detail. The green legs look pretty cool though. Well, that's like super bone. I'm okay with that though. And then what's this one? Okay, so that's the pants. That's dope. Cool. And then I'll just do that. I love how I just did all these colors. I'm like, let's just go nothing. With a bit of green. Alright. I guess that'll do for now. Bone Warrior. Cool. Alright. And then just one last thing. We love you too, Vulcani.
How can I do better?
By giving yourself compassion. Alright, cool. So we got all of these guys building. So they should be done relatively by early afternoon. Witan and Stolten I'll be playing around with, and all of the other weapons I mentioned too. So anyway, thank you very much for the stream. Thank you for all the follows and the love. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I'm going to go eat. So take care of yourselves, rehydrate, eat, sleep, you know, all the good things to take care of yourself. Health is important. Muchos gracias to everyone as well in chat. And I will say ciao for now.